Okay, hey everybody, this is Tim. You can hear we're in the warm-up area at the Show of Shows. I'm talking to this gentleman. What's your name?
Michael Post.
Michael, you are on the Blue Stars brass team,
Yes.
And what is your role?
I'm one of the tuba techs with the Blue Stars Brass.
Okay, so I'm assuming teaching tuba in drum corps has something unique about that. That like other brass, like what is special about teaching tubas?
Absolutely, it's certainly unique. It's the largest instrument in the brass family that's marched, and it takes a lot of air to play, as you can imagine. A lot of tubing to get air through. So, in my role, typically what I do is I help help the tuba players get to the highest playing level of performance that they can get to.
Okay.
And yeah.
So does that mean you have to spend more time on air stuff? Like more than the other brass, perhaps?
That's a great question. So specifically, one of the things that I do that I feel is a specialty is help with breathing spots and working those into the tuba section book for the show, and when they breathe, how they breathe, and to help get a seamless wall of sound.
Wait. So you're saying you work? Did I get you work breathing into the show?
Yes.
Like, tell me what you mean by that exactly.
Sure. So we have 12. We're marching 12 tubas this year, and at any one time, you'll have 3 or 4 of those tubas taking a breath. And so that you don't hear those breaths, we've organized them in such a way that there's seamless sound.
Okay, so but what about when they're not playing? Is there any discussion about how to breathe when you're not playing?
That's great. Yeah, usually yes, because we want to help keep that heart rate down, in through the nose, out through the mouth, as much as possible. As we can meter it, we try to.
So I'm a brass player, but I'm not a tuba player, so I never thought about the fact that was a special liability for those. Plus, they're marching around doing all this modern-day drill with this giant thing.
Right. The physical demand is very high.
So do they have to do anything more to get physically ready than a trumpet kid? I would think that the demand on them is higher.
It's very high. Fortunately, they do some really great strength and conditioning with our team. And then the conditioning of holding the horn itself is something that also helps them along the way.
Right. So they have to learn to be strong enough to throw the thing around, plus do their drill,
right,
plus figure out how to breathe and play.
Yes. Yeah, they're asked a lot, and they do a great job with it.
Okay, so is there anything else unique about how you have to deal with that?
Well, usually with the tuba, if it is split parts, they're in octaves, and so we're doing a lot of getting those octaves in tune. That's something that maybe more so than other sections you might play in splits that are a third or a fifth, something like that.
Okay, that makes perfect sense too. What do you do in the real world, like non-drum corps world?
I am a band director in Northwest Arkansas.
I suspected as much. So why do you do this? Like, why give your summer and sweat in the hot? Why do you do
this? Yeah.
It's a hot day. That's why we're saying it.
I rooked out of Blue Stars in 08, and I learned a ton, and I was very thankful to the organization and the people, and I got involved in teaching 8 years ago, and I'm happy to be around and be able to give back, quite honestly.
Wonderful. So what do you find since you're doing all this instruction in the summer, how does this help you be a better band director?
That's a great question. I love it.
Okay.
So every summer my goal is to teach and help others learn, but also to learn myself. And this summer has been the same way. I'm taking tools, some of them bigger, some of them smaller, and certainly a lot of experience back to my students.
I was going to say, what do your students think about does this make you extra cool? I'm assuming it makes you extra cool. What do they think?
It's cool because they know about it, and more of them have been asking me about it. The longer they go and the more our program is exposed to drum corps and seeing it, there's a show locally in the Bentonville area, and it is cool. I do think it is cool.
Well, I think you're cool for doing it, and I think it's great that you know that there's always more to learn, and you're bringing that back to your program. Your kids are lucky.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah. So what's it like doing a show about winter when it's so hot outside?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like, it's a cool... Sorry. That's a good line. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
No, it's a cool show, but it is about being cold.
Yes.
And it's really hot right now.
Yeah.
So is there any special challenge there?
I think the kids do a great job with it, of telling that story, and I think it's so unique in that way, that it is a show about winter and being outside and in the elements. And one of the details that's in there, our visual and our guard team do such a great job, but look for people actually rubbing their arms in the cold. Like, every time I see that and they're in costume, I'm like, man, you're there. It's cold.
You're taking me there.
Yeah.
And if you can make us all feel cold, like today, then that show is working, people. That show is working. Well, you're doing a great job. Thanks for talking to me. And not only the kids here at the Blue Stars, but also your kids back home in your own band are very lucky.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody.
Absolutely. What's the name of the band?
Fayetteville High School.
All right, you're lucky kids. Cool band director and cool show.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
All right.
Find other interviews and videos from top DCI designers, instructors, and marchers, behind-the-scenes videos, interviews, and podcasts from winter camps, spring training, traveling during the season, and performances, all at marchingartseducation.com/DCI-2019. The Marching Roundtable is proud to be an official media partner of Drum Corps International.